Hi everyone, Mo here, and today I want to show you how to create 3 different tags using just this one set of dies called the Full Bloom set from the Silver and Gold collection by Richard Garay. Tags are very versatile. You can use them as embellishments on a scrapbook page, place them on a card, and of course, dress up your gift wrapping. I'm going to make 3 different tags that I am going to save for later use. This is also a great way to use up any scraps of paper that you have that you like, you can't part with, but they're not big enough to be used by themselves. These are papers. I have some cardstock and I have some pattern papers left over. Making your own tags is so easy. I mean, you just cut the length that you want, the width that you want. I think mine are about 3 inches wide and maybe 5 inches long. So all I'm going to do is snip these corners. If you're not comfortable with that idea, use a pre-existing tag and just line it up. You could use a pencil. I don't always use a pencil. And basically use the tag as your template. And then move it about in the center. You can see that I'm not even measuring anything. Just mark where the whole of the tag needs to go. And basically that's it. That's how I make a tag. Now I'm going to take scissors and snip that off. And there are several great dies out there for cutting your tags perfectly. I'm not so much into perfection, so this works for me. I'm just going to line my tags up and then just punch. There are the tag bases. Now comes the fun part. I'm going to dress them up. I already have die cut some of the flowers and leaves from this set using some scrap cardstock. And I want to use the exact same dies, but I want them to have a distinct look. Like for example, this one, I want this to be a more tone on tone kind of more neutral with a little pop of color. And this one's like super colorful and this one's big. So either I'm changing up the colors or I'm changing up the size. And let's see how it all goes. This is the phase where I just play around with what I have cut already to just see how they work with what I have in mind. I think this one works great with this, and I'm gonna go with this set like that. Let's set that aside for now because I wanted to work with the white one first. This is how I usually go about arranging things on my page, tag, card, whatever it is I'm making. I need to be happy with how they look, and when I'm happy, that's when I'm going to add my adhesive and glue things in place. I think I love it like this. So let's glue these down. I'm going to use the Journey Glaze. I like that the little skinny tip of the bottle releases just enough adhesive for intricate die cuts like this one. Another thing I like to do is I do not place glue at on every single centimeter of the die cut because I just kind of want it to be not stuck down entirely, enough to hold it in place, but just that, just enough, not too much more than that, because I really like it when it's kind of like a little popped. So that's the first tag. As you can see, I am not adding any words or anything to it yet because I don't know how I'm going to use this. But I'm leaving enough white space here so when I am ready to use it, I have the space to write either my journaling or a to and from or whatever it is that I need to add. So I'm going to let that dry completely. Next, move on to my second one. As you can see, I am using the exact same die cuts, but I have cut them out of gray and gold. And that is just going to dramatically change up how the tags end up looking. This is the second tag. Feel free to let things hang out from your card. Like I have the petals sticking out a little bit. I have this bit sticking out on this side. It just adds more interest when things are not all contained within the limits of the tag. So now I'm going to set this to dry and move on to my third one. But even before I move there, just take a look. Like if you saw, just they're the same things. I put them together, just a difference in colors. That made for these two very different looking tags. So for the third tag, I am using a yellow base. I think I might use that. And you could also use other embellishments, like I have these elegant doilies. They are silver and gold, also from the silver and gold collection. And I could use that as a layer with my flowers. Because I left the petals not glued, I am just going to fold them up a little. And this works better with gift tags and not so well if you are putting it in a scrapbook page. But you know, you can sometimes just play with what you have and see how creative you get with it. I might snip off some of that, but in order to know where I'm going to snip off, I'm just going to turn this doily over and see what I am trying to do. Just trying to separate the center of the doily because I think the whole doily is a little too big for my project here. So now I have a shiny gold center for my flower. I'm going to keep this one simple. I'm not going to try to add leaves to this one because not every flower needs to have leaves with it. Now I am going to take the gold silk and splatter. It just gives it a little extra pop. Let's see. Let's give the rest of them little splatters of gold as well. So this is how my 3 tags look like. The only thing left to do here is to put threads on them because that's what makes them look like real tags. When I make tags, I sometimes use these reinforcers. They just go around the whole of the tag. And if you do not like that look, you can skip this step. Let's put some threads through them. So let's thread it through the hole, push it through, and that's one. You could use different colors of thread if you like, but I wanted to stick with the same basic supplies and create 3 different looks. So that was kind of I gave myself a challenge to do that. These are the 3 finished tags. Thank you for watching.